hopefully Facebook works for us. There we go. Awesome. I think we're live. Great. Hello, everyone. Hello, good evening. It's Wednesday, 6th of October, 8 o'clock in New Zealand. It's got quite dark now that we've got the daylight savings sorted. My name is Zibuni Salimova. I'm your local mortgage broker in Wellington region or anywhere else really these days, thanks to internet. So tonight it's Wednesday and I usually do my webinars on Wednesday, but tonight is something really different and special. We are kicking off a new series of webinars where we're talking about people's businesses and supporting local businesses in New Zealand. And over the next few months, I will be catching up with some amazing, fantastic women business owners, maybe some men. So far, I've got a lineup of amazing women, and we are going to learn all about the companies, the journey that got them in there. And if this is something maybe you're thinking about, oh, should I be doing this or that? Come along to our webinars, and you're also welcome to ask some questions. So tonight, I am joined by beautiful Vera Padilha from Creativa. And I'll just love saying your name. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, Vera. I know you were a little bit nervous, and I just wanted to say thanks for going first. Out of everyone I approached, you were like, yep, I'll do it. So, and now you're like, oh, what have I done? But look, it will be fun. It'll be awesome. Let's just have some fun and talk about what you do. So take it away. Tell us about who you are, what you do.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. Yes, I am into getting out of my comfort zone lately. Yeah, so my name is Vera Padilha, and I am co-owner, co-founder of Creativa Design Studio. We are an agency, and we do branding, print, and web design. Beautiful, simple, and effective designs. I specialize in print and branding. I'm a senior graphic designer at Creativa. Yes, wow. And I share it. Yeah, so my partner in crime is Maribel Aburto, and she's a web specialist.
Awesome. So Vera, where are you from originally?
I am Brazilian, from a state in the northeast called Bahia. Mm. And yes, and
how long did you in New Zealand? How did you end up in New Zealand?
I came in New Zealand 14 years ago. I came here originally in my honeymoon. We bought a car and we lived in the car for 2 months. We went grape picking and hiking. And when we went back, my husband is French. When we went back to France, he all he could think of was coming back to New Zealand. So I got pregnant and I looked around Paris and I didn't see many babies around. So I started saying it's not really made for babies.
Did you see lots of poodles?
Lots of little dogs. Yes, yes. Lots of dog poo, cigarette butts.
Oh no.
Paris is beautiful. It's beautiful. But when you're carrying a baby, you look at things differently. Yes, so I was loving it there, but yeah, I was wanting more quality of life, growing a family.
Okay, so you moved to New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then what happened? And then you got into the business?
It was funny. First few months, I got a real good job, and I thought it would just roll on like that forever, and what didn't happen that way. So I arrived with a little baby, 4 months old, and we were in a waiting list for childcare for a very long time. So I had the baby with me, and there's just so much you can do with a baby and a toddler. And so finally we were able to place her in a childcare, and then I started freelancing with the people around me, the fellow parents, and for the schools, for the childcare, just on the network that I was building around my children. and also my culture. So I was quick to jump in French-speaking groups, Spanish-speaking groups, or Latin American groups. And the Spanish-speaking community is larger than the Portuguese-speaking community. But that's where I found a lot of support, and that's where I found my business partner, Maribel, as well.
Ah, so that's where the connection comes from.
Yes.
I see. So what led you to opening this business? Like, when was this business born?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Well, it was all Maribel's fault. She, from the first thing we met, she was like, let's do it together. Let's open our thing. And then I was like, wait a minute, I think I want to have another baby. So that's what I did. I had another baby, and when the baby was 4 years old, we registered the company.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it was very thought of, very planned, and this is kind of our style. I mean, that's kind of Maribel's style, which I'm happy to
Yeah.
abide by.
Yeah. So it wasn't like just wake up in the morning and, this is what I want to do, get registered, go. It was actually, it took years for you guys to build up to this moment.
Yes.
Okay. So what do people need to learn to get into a business like yours? Like, do they need to go to school? Do they need to go to university? I mean, certain courses they have to do. Like, what background do you have that helped you to get into this business that other people could potentially think about?
Ah, yes. So in my case, yes, I did go to university. I studied graphic design, visual communication, and I worked in the field for over a decade.
Wow.
In other people's businesses, in big agencies, and seeing how things work and what clients want. And of course, when you travel around, you see how the market behaves in different countries as well, and how things look. Design is quite a lifestyle. You're always thinking design, always, always. Not only how things look, but how things work as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder if along the way, do you think you made some mistakes that people could learn from?
Yes, I think one thing that is very common in the design community is pricing. It's very subjective, and it really depends where you are in your profession, where you live, and you can access professionals in anywhere in the world. So I think the biggest challenge we have right now is pricing, in my view. That's something that I always talk to other designers, check how are they managing, especially the local ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to like if a plumber comes and the plumber does a job and they charge $150 for the job, you're like, oh yeah, sweet, this is what I paid my plumber. But I feel like when there are things that are sort of not really as, what's the word for it? I mean, English is my third language as well, but tangible or non-tangible, when people don't really see that immediate result that plumbing works or doesn't work versus design, I think sometimes people can be funny about pricing. Is that what you're sort of trying to tell me?
Yes, when you are trying to get into the market, I mean, we are immigrants, right? And Wellington has really good design schools. Both Massey and Vic University are very good. They amazing professionals come out of there. And so when you arrive in a country and you don't really know how things work, it takes a while. And you're working for other immigrants as well, right? And so it takes a time to really find where you sit, how much you can charge that makes it sustainable,
Yeah. So I also seen few posts, I mean, in the communities and pages, like I'm part of, girls in business pages and all sorts of different ones. And design, I think that comes up a lot as a question. Hey guys, this is what I produce. How much do you think I should be charging for it? And as you say, that there is no plank of this is what we charge in our business industry. Like plumbers, let's start at 150 and we go, like lawyers or any other really industry. So it's really interesting. So I think it's slightly relevant to a little bit relevant to what I do as well. I feel like, you know, our company doesn't charge any fees to clients when we help them with mortgages. And there are other companies that do charge their clients, but I feel like, how do you place a dollar value on something that could either take you 10 hours or 50 hours, or, you know, you never know. Sometimes you go in and you think, yeah, easy deal, I'll lock it out in 10 hours. And before you know it, you've been working on it for 3 years. And yeah, so the outcome, like when I try to sit down sometimes and work out what's my hourly rate, sometimes I feel like it's below even minimum wage by the time.
Yeah. Eventually we have to get out of the hourly rates and go into what the value of that has for who you are working for. What are they going to do with this? What are they going to achieve with this? In my case, yeah.
That's right. So what is unique in your business to you? Like, what do you do different or unique compared to maybe other competitors?
Well, we really love helping women. Helping women in business, helping women achieve. This is one of our missions. We are women-led. We are all women in our company.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a little bit different.
Tell me about your team. Where is your team?
Yeah, my team,
Wellington?
we are a bit all over the world. We are 7 people. So Maribel and I, we co-own the company, but we have 5 other that are contractors, but they provide work for us per project base.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a couple here in around Wellington. So Cecilia in Porirua, Vic in Upper Hutt, and we have Haley in Canada.
Wow.
She's our copywriter. I think she's from Christchurch originally. We have Tan. Tan is in Australia. And we have Aide. Aide is in Southern California. Yeah.
Wow. So you've got them all over the place. How do you do your meetings? Like, are you all in similar time zones, or
yeah, what we're in different time zones. I think the team mostly is managed by Maribel, because the website side of the business really took an amazing proportion, is really big now. And so she has 2 developers and the junior designer. She's not a junior designer anymore. She's a designer. And the copywriter. So she interacts a lot with this team. And yeah, we know which time zones work, and we organize the week around that. Yeah.
Wow. What's the secret to running the team effectively on a distance? Would you have any
tools? Having the right tools.
Yeah. What sort of
management, communication? Yeah.
Yeah. And especially, I guess, since COVID as well, that's been, I guess for you, maybe it didn't change much because you were already operating at that level, maybe.
Yes, we are we can totally operate remotely.
Yeah.
I like people. So whenever I can, it's good to meet in person, but not necessarily. The thing that changed with COVID is probably, I think you mentioned that the clients learned how to work remotely.
Yes. I think COVID was a bit of a blessing in disguise for me personally, because before I would get phone calls from people saying, hey, I want to see a broker. Can you come and see me at my house? And I would say, okay, where are you? And they'll be like 3 hours away. And I'll be going, oh, sorry, can we do it by Zoom? And they'll go, what is this thing? Like, nobody knew about Zoom a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But then since COVID, a lot of people found out about Zoom.
Yeah.
And it just really made my job easier to help more people out there, to see them, to connect with them via Zoom versus spending, an hour driving here, an hour driving there, back and forth and stuff. And last year, especially, I had my baby. I had my baby number 4. So being able to stay at home and work and still see people while rocking the pram with one other arm. It was great. It was absolutely great. So I guess for industries like ours, if you can use this opportunity, can use the right tools, I totally agree.
The right tools and the right equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good laptop, the good monitor, the lights, the microphone, everything. It's the investment that you do.
Yeah, totally. So I get excited, right? When I think about my days, when I think about my weeks, when I think about my months, I get excited and I know what gets me up in the morning. Vera, what gets you up in the morning?
Knowing that I am my own boss.
Yes, that's one of the other things that gets me up in the morning. That's awesome.
Yes, that it comes down to that. Hey, I love knowing that my skills can help people, show who they are and what they do. I could do that working for other people. I mean, having a boss, but I think after I became my own boss is when I really, I wake up every day like it's Saturday. It makes just such a difference. Yeah, it's funny.
So I see we've got Maribel joined us as well here. Would she be brave enough to show herself and say hello and maybe answer some questions for us?
I'm not sure. Maribel, are you presentable?
Maribel! Come out, wherever you are.
Let me see. Send me a message on Slack if you are not keen, querida.
She's like, gosh, why did I log in? For those people,
maybe, yeah, she might have just turned it on and left the room running.
Yeah. Oh no, she goes, oh no. She goes, no. Yeah, for those people that are watching us on Facebook and don't see our Zoom, we have a few other people here that joined us and watching us here. And one of them is Maribel, which is who is the co-owner of Creativa with Vera. So Vera, is Maribel also from Brazil?
Maribel is from Chile.
Chile. Yeah, I wanted to say her name sounds different to Brazilian name.
Yes.
So she's a Spanish speaker.
She's a Spanish speaker, yes.
You're the Portuguese speaker.
And I'm a Portuguese speaker, and we don't share frontiers. We have Argentina and I think it's Bolivia around us, in between us, yes.
But do you speak also some Spanish? Because you said in the beginning you've joined some groups.
Yeah, so I joined the Latin American group, but when I was little, when I was 8 years old, my family moved to Nicaragua. That's in Central America.
Yeah.
And we lived 2 years there. And when you're little, you learn the language so fast, you forget, the language that you had before. It really depends on the brain. But so that means that I can speak Spanish. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Spanish is on my list to learn. So I want to learn Italian and Spanish. And one time I made a mistake of trying to learn both at the same time. And I got really confused because they're quite similar and they're quite different. So I was like, right, step back one at a time.
Super tricky. Yeah.
So I'm hoping I'll get to this goal of mine by, gosh, the end of next year. I will start. Not this year. This year is almost over. Next year. Vera, you mentioned you may have a little presentation to show us about your company. Would you like to share that with us?
Yes. Well, we touched on so many points already. We can just zoom through.
Cool. And while you're doing that, I'm not sure if you can multitask, but looks like there's a question that came through that says,
Sure.
We sort of touched on it, but let's touch it again. Can you please share what was the hardest thing to do when opening your business?
The hardest thing to do was to find the clients. That was the hardest thing to do. Yeah. That's not a given. You have your talent.
Just fall off the sky on you and they go, hey, help me. No?
There you go. Yeah, no. And the clients that have the budget. Yes, so that was let me see. I think this is it. No, this is not it. Why am I not having it here? Let me try again.
It says, how long did it take you to get the clients?
Oh, I am still doing that, still going after the clients. It's like learning. You never stop learning, and you never stop trying to reach those clients, and especially when your company start small and you start to grow, and you want clients that can cater for the size of the company that you want to have. So we started with small companies, small clients, and as we grow, we want to have clients growing that either grow with us or find those clients that can work with us.
So you move the plank. You move the plank of quality.
Yeah.
There's another one that came through. How do you compete with big sharks in the market? Is it prices or being flexible when it comes to the client specs?
That is a very hard one. We really need to know if we are a fit for the project and for the client, if we should go there in the first place. We want to provide a good experience, for people that are working with us. And we also want to have a good experience ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not a fit, we have to identify right in the beginning if we should go on or not.
Yeah.
And in growing, it's the growing pains. You do a pitch, and then sometimes you're too small for that project, so they think.
Yeah.
And it's getting that foot there and getting the next opportunity, and that's sort of where we're at the moment, getting bigger.
And did you know much about how to manage like your finances and stuff as well when you were going into this? Like, did you have any cushion behind you? Because obviously you were self-employed. If you had a husband that was working, great, but for people that don't have much of a cushion, like financially, is there a big outlay? And
yeah, so this is the value of joining business networks that are a fit for you where you're at. So we joined Venus, Maribel and I, and there we found our first bookkeeper, our first business coach, right? And so you go shaping up, you go surrounding yourself with people that know more than you do. The minute you register the company, you find an accountant. Don't do it yourself if you can,
Yeah, I see a lot of that because I'm on the other end where people come to me and they want to buy a house and they're self-employed. And then I say, where are your books? Where are your accounting, financial reports and stuff? And they go, what? Where? What do we need? Go and see an accountant, get it sorted. Don't try to do it yourself. So yeah, because without that, we can't really get you a mortgage. So
yeah, and especially having a business partner, it's such a big responsibility. You're like having a baby with this other person, which is your company, right? It's a lot of responsibility. You really have to do it right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to share.
Okay, go ahead.
How can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is Creativa Design Studio, branding and website design agency.
Awesome.
This presentation I put together for my Venus 6 minutes a few weeks ago. So I had it all ready to go. I thought it might come around handy.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we help businesses and organizations tell their story and connect with their audiences. And we do this by creating designs that look, feel, and work efficiently. Yeah, creating our own opportunities. Here we tell a little bit about our story, and which I already did, so I'm not going to read it from the slide.
Fine.
Next slide. These are us. We have Cecilia. She's not here yet, but she started with us a couple of months ago. We found her at the Chrysalis Network, the wonderful local network as well.
Isn't it wonderful how many networks we've got these days now? Yeah. And especially for women, like, I mean, boys that are watching us, no offense, and there are lots of groups for boys too, for men, but I feel like as women, especially, you know, when you're working women and your mums and everything else, having support network around you.
Yeah, we didn't have that before.
Yeah, important. And Vera, can I just say, your photo is like my photo, you know, we have long hair, and then both of us, we cut our hair and we look completely different to our photos. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, our mission is to empower our clients and our team to reach their goals, their dreams and goals, by providing new opportunities, great ideas, the right tools, high standard processes, and excellent results. And our vision is to make an impact, right? We work with visuals in our clients' businesses and audiences, keeping them, helping them reach new levels on their business and their lives. And in our team, providing our people with the space to develop themselves as professionals while balancing life and work.
That's awesome. I like that.
Very important. Yeah. So the biggest asset is the team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what we do, this is our main services: branding and design, branding, design and discovery, and web design and maintenance. The other services are graphic design. So I provide, for example, ongoing graphic design for organizations that always, that make events often, you know.
Yeah.
And publications, booklets, handbooks, content and writing and editing. And this is more linked to to the pieces that we create, to the websites, to our brochures. That's when we use our wonderful Haley, and layout and illustrations. Recently, I've been teaming up with another illustrator, Raimundo. He's in Oakland. He's amazing, and we collaborate all the time with other professionals as well. Yeah. So the next slide is about collaboration. We truly believe in collaborating with other professionals who only bring positive results to our services and our clients. So yeah, marketing agencies, designers and developers, illustrators, and marketing strategists.
Cool.
And then I go on to the case studies. I'm not sure we should do this. I'm not sure how long this is supposed to be. We have the other questions that if you wanted to go, what do you want to do? We're improvising here.
I'm getting yes, please, case studies. So yep, go ahead.
Okay. All right, so this is the Latin American and Spain Film Festival, and we are one of their sponsors. It's happening now as we speak. If you drive under the Lambton Key overbridge, there is a long banner there that we did recently. So we did the logo design, branding, and website. Yeah, the brand colors. Yeah.
Cool.
All kinds of pieces. This one is from the previous year.
Nice.
We had it ready. Yeah. Social media
yeah.
campaign. Yeah. These are for the CAPES, the Center of Asia Pacific Excellence.
Wow.
Here in New Zealand, and they are a consortium of organizations. They are linked to Vic University, Massey, and Otago University. We provide all kinds of pieces for them. They already have their branding, so we didn't do their branding, but we provide ongoing graphic design for them, following their branding guidelines.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
these here are case studies from research on market research and brand positioning in different countries, Korea, China. Yeah, how the consumer behavior is so interesting. As I do the layout of these, I read them as well.
With them as well. So you're like constantly self-educating as well.
It's like another world, but it's so interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
It's one of the things that I love being about graphic designer. You step on other people's shoes all the time. So I get to be, you know, a bakery, a center of excellence, yeah, and different things. Yeah. So just trifolds. This is also a project for them, Globalista in Action.
Wow.
This is a brand for a brand refresh for one of the ladies in our Venus group, Mary Nansen. She had a company that was going for years. It was called after her husband.
John? Is it John Nansen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know him. Yeah.
So very known in the market, a big name.
Yeah.
But she wanted to feel more included.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, you know, because every time you mention Nansen's, you think of John Nansen as a valuer.
Yeah.
I've realized one day that they actually have a property management company and there's a wife behind a great man.
That works hard and is amazing. She's a delicious person as well. And Mary, yeah, so I helped Mary look and see what she wanted, what kind of refresh she wanted. And so, yeah, we came up with this logo. I think also had the touch from the copywriter. And she was working with what's her name? I forgot her name. Yeah, she did a little doodle, and I worked on that. Yeah. Budburst Wine Festival.
Oh, nice.
Or natural organic wine.
Is that usually in South Island?
So the festival is in Wellington, and it happens, I think, every 2 years.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's from growers all over the country and all over the world as well.
I love how different your designs are. Like, it's not all the same. They're actually very different and they suit different clients that you're working with. This is awesome.
Yes, I know. Yes,
Look
I
at you,
get to be a wine festival. It's amazing.
Yeah, wine festival. Give me any time. Come on, COVID, go away.
Yeah, so these are some of the pieces, you know, the signage around the tables.
Wow.
Yeah, prison fellowship. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is a prison fellowship Aotearoa. It's an organization that looks after the families of people that are in prison.
Wow.
And they needed to have a brand that spoke about their culture, their mission, and that they could talk to government agencies and to find support to fund their projects as well with other organizations.
I'm getting a question here. How did you get them as a client?
I was looking for projects to give back to the community. And I was talking to Bridget from Cake, you know, Bridget from Venus.
Yeah. Okay.
She has a shop on Jackson Street. It's called Cake. What is it called again?
Take it forward.
Cake It Forward. Yes. And I was just having a rave with her, and I said, Bridget, I'm looking for an organization that I can help so I can give back to the community this year. And she put me in contact with Lady Rana Pirikupa. And we started talking and working, and it's was really interesting. Lots of decision makers in this organization. but we got there in the end.
So was it a bit of like a pro bono work? So you didn't really get paid for it, but it was more of a
I can't remember. I think I did charge a small percentage. Yes, I think I did charge.
I'll tell you a funny story. When I used to be a photographer back in my former life, I've noticed if I didn't charge people even $1, my camera just wouldn't work. I'll turn up on a day, there would be something wrong with my equipment, or afterwards something would go wrong with the photos, computer, anything. But if I charge people even $1, the photos would be amazing. I don't know what it was. I don't know whether it was like the universe telling me that you still have to put some sort of value on yourself as well. And you can't just give away without receiving.
Yes, I think the exchange of value keeps people accountable.
Yeah, totally.
So when we work, we really need the clients to come back to us quite quickly. So there is no time wasting as well. So there is space to waste time when needed, but not for small things.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that's cool. What else have you got for us? Maribel is saying we do have a giving back program too. Oh,
yes.
Wow, you ladies amazing.
Once a year we do. Yes.
Wow. And how can people benefit from it? Like, do they register with you? How can they find out more?
I think we launch a campaign in the start of the year.
Okay.
And it's a project that we work throughout the year. Projects can take a long time to finish. And especially these organizations that are run by volunteers.
Wow.
It can move really slowly. Yeah.
Can be. Someone's also saying, one of our listeners is, love your work, ladies.
Oh, thank you so much.
Awesome. What else have you got there for me, Vera?
Yes, another logo. This is Angel Trees, another project from Prison Fellowship.
Yeah,
this
that
is
looks like a marae and sun and water.
Yeah, so they work with the children of the prisoners, and it's together around Christmas time, gifts, and also the cakes from Cake It Forward
That
for
explains
children's birthdays.
Pohutakava tree.
Logofolio. I think this is nearly the end. This is just a collection of logos.
Wow.
That I have on Behance. And yeah, the negative of each icon.
Wow, that's important.
Yeah. And then the presentation goes on. This is the design process. I can talk forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
Yeah.
Wow. So for the people that want to find you and stuff, like how do they find you? How obviously I will also put some links and stuff, but tell us, how can people find you?
Let me stop sharing now. Yeah. People can creativa.co.nz. That's where people find us online, and on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn as well. A lot, we're there.
Yeah, cool. So I've got a question there. What's the giving back program? Who is it aimed at, and how can you help them give them back? So who is the program aimed for?
Yeah, so it's aimed for organizations that charities, non-profit,
so they can contact you and you can help them.
Yes, and especially if they help girls and women.
Yeah, I've got a few that suddenly sprang to my mind that recently added me onto their page. There are a few up in Auckland, and they're helping. I think one was working with like refugees or women of from the domestic violence and stuff like that. Yeah. I'll look them up. I don't know, somehow somebody added me to that. It was really well the random things that happen to you on Facebook, I guess. And but yeah, suddenly when you were talking about this, they came to my mind. Maybe I should let them know about your projects. But it will be on your website, I guess. Is that what you said before?
Yes.
Okay. That's lovely. So as we were wrapping this up, and I wanted to thank you for your time, what would be one piece of advice you can give someone? Let's say a little girl is listening to us, and she wants to be Vera one day and have this awesome company and be her own boss and wake up in the morning thinking it's Saturday. What would be one piece of advice from you to her?
Well, surround yourself with people that you know is better than you in certain areas, that you can learn from them, people that are generous, people that will support you, that will guide you. Yeah, surround yourself with the right people.
With the right people. That's awesome. That's really good. Like, I wish someone said that to me when I was 15. Honestly. Vera, thank you so much. Looks like some of our listeners really enjoyed what you had to share, and I even have one feedback saying thank you for the great webinar, very insightful. You have one more follower on your Facebook. So there you go. If I did my piece tonight by helping you, that's my job done. So if more people can find out about your role in this life, this is great. I mean, yeah, if anyone has any other questions after this, I'm sure they'll come and find you. We will post this video on my Facebook, and you're welcome to share across your channels, because you are telling your story. And I found it so incredible for someone to come to New Zealand, being not from New Zealand, with a 4-month-old baby. I mean, I can't even fathom traveling with across towns. I had to shift towns, and that was traumatic with a baby, and you had to shift continents, and with no family support, nothing. And to be an owner of this amazing company, you've done an amazing job, Vera. You have something to be very proud of. And Maribel as well. Sorry, Maribel, I'm not really mentioning you because I'm talking to Vera. But Maribel, well done on persevering and pushing Vera as well. You've seen something in her, I guess. That's fine. You've seen something in her that struck the chord with you, and stars aligned.
Exactly.
4, 5, 6 years later.
I surrounded myself with Maribel.
Yes.
And you know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, find yourself a Maribel-like person. Surround yourself with Maribels. On this note, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It was such a pleasure to have you, and I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did.
Thank you. Yes, I did. Thank you so much, Zebunisa. It was amazing.
Have a fantastic evening.
All right. Thank you, everyone.